Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at conditional statements in Java. What are conditional statements in Java? Conditional statements are like simply setting up rules for your computer based on a certain condition. Like you want your computer to react in a different way based on the condition you have given it. Let me explain this by let me say it is raining, it is a rainy day. So you will say, if it is raining, I'll do this. If it is not raining, I'll do this. Let me say, if it is raining, I will carry an umbrella. If it is not, I won't carry an umbrella. So based on a condition, you are deciding something that you are going to do. So in programming also, we all also have the conditions. That's why behind every that's why computers are termed as uh, overthinkers, because based on these conditions, computers can decide on multiple conditions. We have all used, we have all used systems. You go to a system, uh, they give you like a sign-in form or a login form. If you have an account, you register. If you don't have, you log in. Based on a condition, you are being decided what to do. So today we are going to focus on that. So you can be using your system, you use, flowing, but you reach somewhere and they give you a decision to make. Let me say you're using a free service on a system. You reach somewhere and you are limited. You can't go on. They send you to a pricing page. So those are conditional statements. Those are conditional statements working behind. So you are using the computer, you are using your system, you are using your system. So you reach on the decision part, and they tell you if you haven't paid, you pay, you should be redirected to the pricing page. Or if you already paid, you should continue. You should continue. So based on some conditions, the system is dedicating what your movement throughout the system. So we all we are all familiar with conditional statements in our daily lives. So let me first delete this. So in Java, while dealing with conditional statements, we use a keyword called if. If right here, you excuse my handwriting. If 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 it rains, or if I go to the market, so using an if statement, you open your brackets here. So automatically when you open your brackets, the condition goes here. The condition that you are writing, it will go here in between. So meaning here, you say like, if I'm going to the market, what should I do? If I'm staying, what should I do? Something like this. We use if to dedicate condition. But what if you have two conditions and you want to say something like, if I go to the market, I'll do something like this. Else, we have the else part. Else, if I stay, I'll just do something like this. You state two conditions. So in Java, you can use these two conditions to dedicate your program. So let us dive in and see this in the real world. So like I have explained earlier, you can say if we first declare here a variable that we are going to use an integer. My number is equal to like 10, then time it. So I can use an if statement. If number is greater than 20, if number is greater than 5, what should be done next? Here I'll say like system print out in a new line. What should be done here? If number is greater than 5, let me print out something. This is a big achievement. This is a big achievement. So if the number is greater than 5, if this number is greater than 5, I should print out this. So automatically, this is our condition that I have put here. So while dealing with if statements, if statement is also a Boolean data type whereby it is working behind the scenes. It is working between true and false. Yeah, if the condition here is true, do this. If it is not, do something else like that. So if this condition here is false, this statement down won't be printed out. But if this condition is true, this statement will be printed out. So the condition you put here is based on either true or false. So let me run this. See, we just run it direct. Demo.java. You will see that I have successfully printed out my output here. This is a big achievement. Basing on this condition, because number 10 is greater than number 5, meaning this will turn true automatically. Automatically, this statement will run. But what if I want else part? I'll say else system dot print out system dot print out in a new line. I'll say this is under achievement, like this. So if this condition is true, do this, else you do this. Meaning, let me first change this to less. What will this do? It will look at this condition and it will automatically, this is a false. Basing, if number is less than 5, print out this. So meaning this is not true because number is not less than 5. This is the true part. So automatically it won't run this because this is not true. So in the first phase, it will run only true things, but on the else part, it will run the other statement that you are writing. So let me print out this. You can see that this is an underachievement because basing on our condition, if number is less than 5, you do this. Else you do this. But in our case, 10 is not less than 5. That's why you are seeing it is printing out this is an underachievement. So that's simply how if statements work. So what if you want to get some input from the user? What if you want to get some input from the user? So, but before that, I can use another example here. I'll say int age is equal to, let me say 18. So here you can make like a simple voting system. So you say if age is greater than 18, if age is greater than 18, output dot out, you are eligible for voting. Only if the number or a person is greater than, only if the person is having age greater than 18. So remember, we can use our statements that we used earlier. So we can use if a person, this age is greater or equal to 18, meaning this person is eligible to vote, else system print in a new line, meaning this person is underage. Oops, sorry, you are not eligible for voting. Like in this case, if the person age is greater than 18, meaning the person is eligible to vote, else this person is having a lesser age than the one that we stated, this will run. So the first step on the if statement, it will only run the condition when it is true. But when this is not true, it will run the else part. So let's run this. You see. So in our case, 18 is you are eligible for voting. So what if this is like 6? I run again. So it will output, oops, sorry, you are not eligible for voting, meaning 6 is less than the condition we stated here. So thus, those are if statements. But there is another interesting thing. What if you want to print out more numbers or more outputs? So in this case, instead of not putting curly brackets, if you have more conditions to print out, you will use curly brackets in this case. This is what I'm meaning. But if you want to output multiple things, you will use curly brackets. So and success to your voting. Success to your voting. So if you're having like multiple outputs, you use curly brackets. Not one, you use curly brackets. So let me try to output this and compile. Hey, oops. I have to first increase this because we are going into with like 40. Save, then run. You see that I have successfully outprinted 2 conditions. So that's something interesting. So what if another example? So what if I want to get an input from the user himself without hard coding this? I want the user to insert some numbers or some letters so that through the letters the user inputs, I can do a condition. So what if I want to prompt a user to insert his own age. So you use something like scanner, which is a data type. You give it a variable name, scanner, is equal to, you create a new instance. But for now, you shouldn't worry about the instances. I'll explain the instances later in the coming episodes. So the instance I'm creating, it's a scanner instance. So inside is in system dot in. So this is the method. So I'll just come here import this from Java. This is coming from Java utilities. Remember that what I explained earlier in the videos, that we have inbuilt utilities that Java provides us. So one of the utilities is the scanner. So to access the scanner, you say java.utilities, which is util.scanner. I'm accessing the scanner. So the main importance of the scanner is to get user input. So if you want to get user input, you use the scanner object. So after making our new instance, so I'll come here, say int user input. I want to use this instance that I've created up, int user input. And again, don't worry about the instances. I'll come earlier. I just brought this on the earlier stage because we want to test this, our conditional statements. We want to get data from the actual user without inputting it direct. So user input will be, you call the scanner, this scanner that you use here, scanner dot next int. Remember, you want to get an integer number from the user. So in this case, you will say, I'll first come and remove this, then name this. Remember, why I'm going to name this age. Why I'm naming this age is that I want the user, I've used the scanner, which is here up, and I'm expecting an integer. That's why I'm using scanner.nextInt. You can change this data type. The scanner can also give you access to many different data types. So if you say next int.double, meaning you are expecting a double figure or a decimal number from the user. If you say next int dot integer, you are expecting an integer number from the user. If you say next, you are expecting a string. We shall look at strings in the coming videos. And if you say next line, you are also expecting what? You are also expecting next. You are also expecting strings. The same with the byte, short, and others. So in this case, we are expecting an integer value from the user. So I'll delete this edge because I'm using it here. Then delete it. So and save. But you have to come here up and say before printing, because when you run this, let me run this, you see that the user doesn't know like what to do. The prompt is empty. So I'll come here and I say before this, I want you to first come and print. Before this, I will say system.out to new line please enter your age. So let me compile this again. Don't worry about that. Let me compile. You see that we are asking a user, please enter your age. So let me insert something like that, then enter. You see that and success and success. Let me change this to the actual. You are eligible for voting. You're eligible for voting. Oops, sorry, I'm not eligible for voting. So let me clear out this. Compile. This is going to run fast. Please enter your age. So it will be prompted. The scanner will run, but after the scanner instance running, I'm going to use this scanner instance to get what I want. So in this case, I want an integer value. So if you put like a string or other numbers which is not an integer, this won't work, or it will turn errors. So you have to be sure on the data type the user is giving you. So basing on what I want, I want to use a conditional statement basing on what the user inputs. So I'm using age, and in my conditional statement, I'm saying if the user inserts age and it is greater than or equal to 18, I'll output this. Else, I'll output this. So here I have prompted the user, please enter your age. So in this case, let me enter like 40. Then press enter. So you will see that automatically they are saying you are eligible for voting because my age 40 is greater than 18. So what if I run this and insert age less than, let me say like 8, then enter. Oops, sorry, you're not eligible for voting. Oh, sorry, meaning the else part is the one running. So using the scanner from Java, I am able to get the user input. So that's how we use so those are the conditional statements, and this is the bonus the bonus thing that I have inserted into this episode. We are going to use this a lot in the coming videos, so you can pause the video and understand it more. So thank you for today. We are going to, and in the next videos, we are going to look at what if you have multiple conditions. Here we have been dealing with 2 conditions, but what if you have multiple conditions? What would you use? Thank you.